Welcome back, everyone, to another magnificent episode of Neon Popsicle.
Popsicle.
This is a show where we like to gather together each and every night. Not every night, we like to bring as much as we can, but we gather with our Neon siblings to open our mind, to free our spirit, and to understand that we as humans truly know nothing.
Nothing.
With you guys, as always, this is me, your host, JP. JP at night, Neon J. And,
Neon J.
It wouldn't be Neon Popsicle without the co-host, Dean P. With his...
The second bald brother.
We're both bald brothers, that's right. What's this bald brother drinking? Is that a 7-Up cranberry?
It's actually limited edition endless summer flavor.
Wow.
Watermelon and strawberry.
The people like to see it. Maybe we can get a sponsorship. I'm drinking. Look what I'm drinking right now. You see this?
Coca-Cola.
See that, guys? Now, I come saying perhaps we can get a Coca-Cola sponsorship, but would I be okay taking a Coca-Cola sponsorship?
No.
Knowing that it really is just poison that I've become addicted to. It's addictive poison.
Well,
and
you'd
it's
also,
grasped
I
me.
can almost guarantee, unless they love, and you brought like tons of views to something, Coca-Cola, first off, doesn't need anybody at this point. They don't need to sponsor nobody. But they do. They will. But at the same time, you have to represent, and like you couldn't say or do certain things in public, or you're gonna lose your Coca-Cola sponsorship. If they heard you say something too shocking or too wild, you're gonna lose your Coca-Cola sponsorship.
Okay.
And if you're betting on that money, living on it, it's not a good idea. You're gonna have to. You'll be like a puppet to all of your sponsors and the people who.
Now,
Whoa.
that was me opening the stream on YouTube. Put a 1 in the chat, guys, if you respect the Neon. I'm gonna give it a like. I notice, some of our family members, how many likes has our last streams been getting here? I see 1, maybe 2 likes in the stream.
Yeah.
One of them is me. So if there's ever a video where 1 like is being given to the stream, I'm calling all the Neon siblings to step it up. Be sure to hit the like on the stream. You know how long it takes to give the stream a like to a family member in support?
What? 0.
Think about this. Think about it this way. Each time you want to jerk off, just go open up a Neon Popsicle episode and like the stream instead. Because
Instead of gooning.
it helps support a growing community, which could be your family. It's depending on who's liking the stream, and there's less shame at the end of it. You don't feel as shameful liking the stream. Gooning, there's shame behind that. Choose your time wisely, people. Like the stream, subscribe. If you're a gooner, don't subscribe. We don't want gooners in our chat, all right? No gooners here. We're trying to build the foundation of the Neon community where we can spread the neon light, share the neon message, and really just shoot the shit, fuck around, if you know what I mean.
Let's go.
This is the place where a lot of the ethereal, outer worldly beings do like to come to fuck around and shoot the shit. And we like to be a humble breeding ground for them in the Neon. How are you feeling today? Nice robe. Hey, give me a little story about that robe. You've been wearing that robe like it's nothing. You've been showing up to each episode of Neon Popsicle. But we're not going to get any donations because they think you're rich.
False. This is just This is the neon robe. I mean,
Whoa.
it's the neon robe. I wear this. It's for enlightening purposes. I was gifted it. It was a gift for one of my
Versace.
birthdays years ago.
Wow.
But you can't read that. You can't read it. It's not like you can read that. You just know it is.
The real ones know.
No, the real ones, exactly. But this isn't because I'm rich. It was just a gift. I don't buy things
I know.
like that.
All right, guys.
And
All right,
if you
guys.
support, you don't use this,
I'm joking, guys. I know you guys love me and Steve. I know we bring the neon light. And I know
There's so
that
many
you
people
know.
out there who get support. People know how dirty, filthy rich they. I'm not rich.
We're not.
But people
It was
know
a
how
gift.
dirty, filthy rich some Selena Gomez is, or Khloe Kardashian or whatever. But they would easily bomb donations on their streams if they went live.
It was
They
a
would
gift.
do so much. Yeah, people don't. It's not about. Oh, I'm not going to give them money because they're going to spend it on robes. That would be dumb. People donate to people they want to support. People buy products from people they want to support.
Thank you. I just liked it.
Yeah,
And that's
this
why I
isn't-
pointed out. It's pretty cool, I figured, little
You brought up the
spotlight. on it.
donos. You made me
I'm-
personal. You made it personal. You
all right.
brought up the donos.
Now, we don't get donations yet, and don't be tricked, guys. It was a gift. I'm fucking with you.
It was a gift. This is a gift.
I'm
It was a
lit-
gift. It is legit Versace, but it was a gift. My girlfriend put in on it.
It was
Her brother put in on it.
We're not rich. We're
It's-
not.
And it was almost more. It's if you really want to get the meta of it,
Fuck.
without all the trying to save face, it really is kind of like an expensive joke because I love robes. I'm a robe guy. I wake up, I put my robe on. I love my robe, and so they were like, I was wearing the same robe, some cheap robe from like Kmart for like 15 years. No joke.
Nice.
And they were like, get this guy a fucking robe. So they got me
It was
this
a
robe.
meme. It
And
was a meme.
I still have that same robe. Essentially, I'm a robe guy. And so they got me this robe, and now it's
All right. Well,
like an Adventure Time.
guys. Didn't mean to bring the robe up. I'll keep the robe. Maybe I'll keep the robe out of the equation for future conversations. But I think it looks great. I'm sure God likes it. I'm sure he thinks it looks
God
great
loves
on
it.
you. God loves you.
God loves it. Versace means God's love, I think.
Are you for real?
No.
Oh, you got me.
The last name or something.
I've been Neon Steved. Can you believe it? I always think that's the last time it's going to happen to me. Then the very next
Always.
episode, it happens again.
Every time. Every time.
It's just not fair. So, everyone who's listening now, family, God, Satan.
Whoa.
Does Satan listen?
To all.
He hears you?
Yes. He knows every time you goon. Every time you mog.
Well, I haven't mogged recently, but I may have to do some answering for some gooning. Is that what they have? Is a confessional? Is that what confessionals are for?
Mhm.
Forgive me, Father, for I have gooned.
Forgive me, Father, for I have gooned.
And he says, "Gross," but he forgives you.
Yeah,
goes-
he
he goes-
understands, you know.
He says, "Why did you have to tell me that?
Right.
You
that's
could have
more
kept
what
that
it
to
is.
yourself." I already
I think that's more what
know.
it is.
You didn't have to tell me that. It's so sick hearing those words come. I already knew,
Right.
but hearing you say it, that's what really fucking is gross, man. I'm like, sorry, God.
That's a good point. That's a good point. There's so much more for him to focus on until you bring that up. And then that's all he can focus on.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
The words have power. The words do have power, even in the spiritual realm of God.
The etymology of goon. The etymology of gooning. Look up the origin of the root
Yeah, what
word
is?
of
Do you
gooning.
know? Do you know the root word of the? I mean, the origin of the meme gooning. I hear the
It's
word.
Latin for gunare, which means to.
No fucking way. It's a legit Latin word, like core English to goon, goonari.
Gunare.
Whoa, goonare with like the A E mix, or like the back of the A is the back of the E. Goonare.
Yeah, it's here it's mid 19th century.
They've been gooning for a
Influenced by
long
suction,
time.
particular Alice the Goon. Hmm.
Now,
Wine.
I can imagine that means more like burglars, to be like a goon. That's how I knew it. Like the two goons from Home Alone, right? I didn't know
Two
that they
goons.
actually goon.
They're
That
gooning.
that makes the relationship a little weirder now that you think about it. The burglars from Home Alone were just gooning with each other in that van.
Oh my gosh, yeah, they're gooning. They were gooning with each other. They
And
were gooning. They were mogging Kevin's house.
they were gooning with each other on Kevin, which is fucking sick.
Oh. Gawny. Simpleton.
Hmm.
1580s.
Now,
Applied by sailors to the albatross and similar big clumsy birds. They're gawny birds. Goony.
Yar landlubber,
G-O-N-Y.
look it's yonder that the
Little goony
goons.
birds. Started really picked up popularity in the year 2000. Then we have a freaking S curve. Freaking big bell curve. In
Nice.
2019 became a big old word in 2019.
That's what I want to
Finally,
know.
the meme hit.
The origins of
Yeah.
the meme goon. Why is it called gooning?
2000s.
It used to be cooming, and there were coomers. Then there were gooners. Did it just morph one time through a typo of like a mere game of telephone? From coom to goon?
Okay.
That's gonna be my new book, my autobiography. It's gonna be called Jason Pena from Coom to Goon.
Gooning.
Would you guys buy it? Put a one in the chat if you buy that. Goom
That is
to
hilarious.
Coom to Goon.
The person with the heavy touch. Okay, so the term goon was coined.
Wow.
See if this.
It was coined.
Like. The term goon was coined by Frederick J. Allen in 1921 in his piece "The Goon and His Style." Blah blah blah. He defined a goon as a person with a heavy touch, lacking a
Whoa.
playful mind. Right? By the earlier slang "goonie," meaning a simpleton. So simple-minded dudes who just goon all day, bro. They're just
The Gooners.
gooners. Yeah, they're just lazy gooners. They're
No fucking way.
yeah, pleasure seekers and porn performers, as well as extreme excitement. That's what it means nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Edging, to an extreme extent. When did the term goon become so popular? Yeah, 2019, just like that website said, particularly after the creation of a subreddit, related subreddit. How funny is that?
It's pretty funny, guys. We just, I think we uncovered the origins of the goon. I always knew goons existed.
It's still unclear why they choose the word. I think it's more
Yeah.
the way it sounds, to be honest. It just sounds funny. Sounds funny to say.
Fucking goon. Gooner.
Yeah.
Gooner.
Yeah, it's like a zoomer. These zoomers, the way they talk.
Gen Zoom.
Zoomers. Well, guys, just for you, 9:30. Okay, we're gonna be planning out and doing a better job
9:30.
creating a schedule for you guys. Okay, I'm gonna write it down as I'm talking so I can look at it together with you guys. Okay, and you'll know when to expect us from now on. So we got our schedule. So I'm able to stream. Okay, 9:30 is the time. 9:30 will be our slot, our starting slot.
Yes.
Until the network gives us a better time slot, primetime TV at 7. We'll see how that works. I don't think Life will ever let that happen currently.
No,
But the more the more support we get from our viewers, the sooner we can start choosing our own windows.
True.
Because you support the show, we don't have to mog and goon at our other jobs in order to make a living.
Right, I give it a lot.
At 9:30 is when but you make us available with your support. So thank you. But 9:30 will be our time. I'm thinking, what was it? Sunday?
Sunday works. I like Sunday.
Sunday at
9:30 on Sunday.
And then Monday. Monday I'm at school. I can do Monday nights too. So Sunday, Monday. No Tuesday because I have early class on Wednesday. But I could do Wednesday nights.
Okay. So Tuesday's off. That works.
Uh-huh.
Sorry guys, you will have to go maybe 24 hours on the Tuesdays without the guidance of the neon light. Now, maybe there will be bonus streams. I might hop on maybe now and then, but my third eye here, it also needs needs a little rest from focusing and absorbing all this neon all day.
Do you want to run it just like a 3 episode week? Monday, Wednesday, Thursday? Or Sunday, Monday, Wednesday? And then
ideally, and I know we don't have like the audience really to give me the motivation really so much to do so, but I'd like to have like 5 days a week. 2 days off.
It makes more sense to have 5 days because then you have more opportunity and options for people to discover it. But we are never going to be pumped into the algorithm of YouTube. We don't talk about the right shit. We cuss too much. It's not for kids. We say things about Jews, and we say like ridiculous shit.
Jews.
I don't think
we say how much we love them.
Yeah, I don't think we'll ever get put into. Not ever. Maybe one of the episodes will. That's the thing. You don't know. Maybe one of them will.
I think they can. I think
yeah,
they just
it
haven't.
has potential.
Someone has to see it and be like, "Oh, check this out."
So the more often, yeah.
No one's sharing, people.
Yeah, just
share the podcast. Like it. Subscribe. I know you guys all subscribe. Like it. That pushes it on YouTube.
It is kind of like starting over from ground zero, doing this way. We got to get all our followers from Spotify. Everyone we know listen to episodes. Check us out on YouTube. I'll make some personal DMs too. I'll send some. So
what do I need to do, guys, to entice you to come and watch? I send DMs. I'll be like, "We're going live at 9:30," but I guess everyone's just rather, jerk off instead.
Not mostly. Not like I'm going like because that's where. Okay, I see why you'd want them to watch live, but. The people who listen to the podcast, just tell them that we're on YouTube now only. We don't do Spotify anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Not even, hey, we're going live. Why aren't you watching? Or come watch our live. But like, hey guys, by the way, we're on YouTube now, just so you know. But yeah, I don't, yeah. That's really it. That's what I'm gonna do.
Why aren't you guys watching?
You're like an angry Joe Biden.
Hey, listen here. Why aren't you guys liking and hitting that subscribe button? Be sure to hit the bell and activate all notifications so you never miss an episode.
Be sure to hit the bell. Yeah, hit that bell. Hit that bell. That'll definitely let you know anytime we go live. Ding ding.
Bell Biden.
So far, before I forget though, because this is going in line with our show plans for the show. We want to let you guys in what's going to be happening here on the show. So Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, right? I can stream Thursday
Yes.
nights, and then I think Saturday. Yeah, and then Sunday's off.
Sunday off?
Well, I'm asking you. I'm trying
Monday,
to make your
Tuesday
schedule
works.
with you right now. All right.
For me, if that works for you.
Monday, Tuesday is off.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tuesday off.
Just
we don't
have
need
the
to
days
stream
next
Monday.
to each other.
So Wednesday, Thursday.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
But I can't stream Friday nights though. Until after June.
That can be like a solo / guest stream night. If I can get him,
Okay.
if I can get someone, or if I can handle it.
So Sunday, Monday off. You want Sunday, Mondays off? It's just Wednesday, Thursday,
Or
Friday,
Monday,
Saturday.
Tuesday.
Oh, Monday, Tuesday off. Okay.
Wednesday,
So
Thursday,
Wednesday,
Friday,
Thursday,
Saturday,
Friday, Sunday. Wednesday, Thursday,
Bam,
Friday,
bam, bam,
Saturday,
bam.
Sunday.
5 days in a row. Is what I was
Yeah.
imagining.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Cool.
Or if you
So I'm available. I'm available Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday.
or if there's a way you can do Tuesday, then we can take Friday off or Friday, Saturday off. To have the 2 days off next to each other.
I mean, realistically, I could do Tuesday nights, but it really does. It's because I have that class so early in the morning on Wednesdays. I'd like to be in bed by that time, like going to sleep.
Well, then it works then. Doing the other way, just like solo stream on Friday
Yeah,
or something.
That sounds cool. Wednesday through just
Wednesday,
the show.
Thursday,
The
Friday,
show
Saturday,
Wednesday,
Sunday.
Thursday. Yeah,
Monday, Tuesday off.
closes out the week. Yeah, cool.
And we're back at Neon Popsicle,
And that
9:30.
on 9:30. So let's say the schedule again for the listeners. The schedule is Wednesday through Saturday.
Sunday.
No, Wednesday through Sunday. Wednesday through Sunday at 9:30.
That's right.
9:30 to 11 or so. 9:30 to 10:30 to 11.
Monday, Tuesday, we use this time to regenerate our neon powers and connect with ourselves. You know,
That's right.
I like that.
That's right. I like
Then,
that too.
you know, when June comes around, we can find a new schedule for season 2.
That's right.
Stay tuned, guys. This is going to be such a fluid thing. It's going to be so a smooth motion, kind of random. We're finding our way here, but like nothing's. It could be set in stone for now until we get a little followers. But I do think it is important what you mentioned to get it on at a regular scheduled program, 9:30 at night.
I mean, if you're expecting people to watch live,
We have to.
it has to be.
We
It
have
has
to. No one's gonna be
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I'm waiting for the notification." We're banking on
Exactly.
notifications on who watches, you know. And I can't go tell my friend, "You should watch my show." Oh, what time? What time? "Oh, it's on a different time every day. You gotta follow and find out. They're gonna be like, "Fuck you."
Right. I'll be like, just check it out. Check us out on YouTube. You don't have to watch. But watching live is where you're going to get ultimately the most show growth and engagement from your
Yes.
community.
Exactly.
And you want to engage with the community, and you want your community to engage with each other.
Right.
So
That's
That's
where
why
the
it has to
magic
be that way.
happens. I watch live streams, and it's not the same watching it after. You can't. You can.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a good enough show, it's still funny. It's still really funny to watch after, but
to
there's
catch
a
up,
magic. A magic to it.
Yeah.
When you're talking with other people.
absolutely.
Mob
Absolutely.
mentality. Hive mind almost in the chat.
Well, then you
Almost.
get something that gets on stream too. You say stuff, it gets on stream.
Right.
The odds of that are slim. But
I gotta
it's still
show
cool.
you a clip that we sent, me and Sarah, to the. We sent a thing like a it wasn't even paid for, just a chat. Just sent through to them, and they
nice.
read it, and they got all butthurt because we fucking called them out on how their show is shitty. It's not a shitty show.
What?
It's not a shitty show, but they're doing it wrong. And Jason can do it better.
What?
Papa Jason can do it better.
We can do it better.
Yeah, we can. We
Let's
could.
do it better. But we gotta. And then, okay. So, let's see.
We will do it better, brother.
The Discord is pretty important for us also, and for the listeners to really be a part of, to start becoming a part of. I think it'll be cool to just share topics, talk to one another, find your people who think like
Right. Once enough
us.
people join and use it, it's like Neon Popsicle is on all day. And when you're in that Discord.
Right.
like
You
we're
never
on
have
all
to
day.
leave the neon. You never have to leave from under the neon glow.
No.
You'll always be right there. And like, if you want some, what's going on in the world? What kind of news is happening? What kind of neon news? What kind of shit's going on? What? Oh, a
There's
new
a place
video
for
on
that.
alchemy. Yeah, just drop a
Whoa.
link. And it's good to connect with like-minded people, man. It's very underrated, undervalued, and we gotta. The Discord was a great place to keep the neon light. The neon light is always on in the Discord.
I couldn't say it better myself. That's the important part. You never have to leave.
So what would you say is... Oh, please.
Sorry,
I don't mean to cut you
I
off.
sound like a broken record. I'm saying the same thing over and over. Steven, save me.
All right. I better save myself first. Okay.
Hey, I was trying to make you think I froze.
Not falling for that one.
Oh!
Okay. What's your vision for the future?
Oh.
Cast. I know you have big dreams. How can we fulfill them? Dreaming big, yes, the power, the magic of dreaming big, I get it.
Visions
But
of
without
grandeur.
concrete steps towards those things, it's just an almost overwhelming delusion. Could be. Say if I wanted to be like an NBA star and I
without action,
really wanted.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. It becomes
So
a
what can we
delusion
do?
of grandeur. What can we do?
What is your vision and what can we do?
Okay. The end goal vision is like, I picture it being, I don't know, because I think about the show, and I do think that the show itself has big potential to be like a big moneymaker if we get like the right audience, the right viewers, the right support. But then my mind also does start imagining things about like creating the neon world, the neon epic universe of like movies and maybe like games or something in the future, like a Lucas Films magnitude company.
Right.
Movies, TV shows, merchandise.
Those two can happen. Right. It's like
a late night show. Maybe not.
The one example I can think of is like Charlie, Moist Critical. He has his comic books.
Yeah.
Different world though. It's like a world he created through the support of his just streams.
Yeah.
He doesn't
cool.
talk in these
That's
terms.
awesome.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. Something like that.
Right. Okay.
That's like big, like the big thing. Maybe like it's like.
Yeah.
I do have that vision of it being like a TV channel, like a network station, like Fox News or CNN. I mean, not news, but those are just the first networks of television that come to my head. Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon.
What makes it a network to you? What do you mean a network?
It's one channel, and it's each show comes on after the next show. It's just this. It holds the audience. Shows. It's like television, how it used to be. Why is it good to be on the Fox network? Because you come on after The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Like a streaming network is cool too.
Yeah.
I just see money making potential in that. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I just the childhood dream in me wants to make like a movie and like a whole world like that. And I know all this other stuff seems like, oh, it's all for money. It's all on the way. But like, you do need all that to make a movie. You do need all that money to get somewhere.
You need the money for sure, but you need
And
fans. You need people who believe in your goal. Like they want to see you do it. They want to see that. Like, yes, dude, that sounds good. That sounds sick. Yeah, I want to help support that. Let me drop 5. Boom.
it's like being a part of the next Star Wars. That's how I see it. The next multimedia franchise is gonna make a big boom because everything is just reruns and copying, or like prequels, sequels, spin-offs. Star Wars Episode 12, Star Wars Episode 13, Rogue One.
Are you writing stories? Do you
I
have
have
writings?
notes.
Do you have any?
I have a lot of
Do you
notes
have
on stories.
like
And
these characters you want to bring up? Like the Astro Monk.
yeah, he's a big one.
Do you have this like character arc written down? Do you have lore written down? Do you have? Because I'm sure George Lucas had fucking lore of all these characters written
Oh
down
yeah,
before he makes into a universe, into a movie. Like you have to have this lore
Yes.
down. You have to write. You have to create. You
I
have to
have
start writing stories.
right. I do. You're right. Uh, you're not wrong. I do have to write more. I haven't written anything
Create like an
actually.
encyclopedia
I have
of characters first.
That's basically what I have. Is like a whole note list of different characters that have potential to have deep lores. I haven't really
Let me
gone
see
too
them.
deep into them.
Show me a page. Show me a page of notes.
Okay, well, it's not on paper. All right. I need to put it on?
Write
Do I
it
need to put it on paper?
Yes, yes. I'm telling you, like, write it. Like, you gotta either.
All right.
You gotta have.
There might be
unless
magic
you're
to
typing-
that.
There is, dude. Unless you're typing it into a Word document that you can stream your screen, like it's got to be a cohesive piece. No, an encyclopedia of characters.
Look at this. Here we go. On my phone, I have a whole list of notes here. This is all. It all says Neon Popsicle presents. And it's all like the beginning of each story. There is
No, Popsicle Presents, okay.
a story of the false spaceman. Just the characters that I've told you guys before. He is the spaceman that is run by the dark, corrupt Neon. Popsicle presents the first spaceman. There could be a movie about him. Neon Popsicle presents the last spaceman, the Astro Monk, like the Space Pup or the Astro Pup, the Neon Nomad, Neon Walker. Neon Popsicle presents. There's the Neon Titan. There's the Neon Knight. I haven't really written too much about him. It's just a cool name I thought of.
Oh.
But it's all on my phone. There probably is some esoteric magic to writing it down on paper.
Well, it's more like here. Let me stream my screen so you can see what I'm talking about.
And I got the lore with the first is the last is the.
All right, so I can't see the pages, but it needs to be like Neon Popsicle encyclopedia of characters.
Oh,
and then you have like the word. This is how you're going to create the world of Neon Popsicle without having to write stories. Like you have lore of these characters. And then you have pictures. You have to draw them or come up with them. They have to be forms that you can like. This is them. And I know we've done it a little bit before, but I'm just trying to guide the process of that bigger aspect that you can take care of, like, as time goes on in the background.
Definitely.
But I think an encyclopedia, something like this, the guidebook through the neon, the guidebook to the neon guidebook, and then it just tells you the different lands, and it just explains landscapes, explains a character. You don't have to create situations or stories. but it can start there, and then all of it builds.
I hope
like from
that this podcast can like bring us into contact with people who have connections
right
that can
and
help with creating these things.
the better description of this lore and these places you'll come up with, the community can straight up write stories for using your characters, using what you've built. They create the scenarios, they create the stories and the.
All right, guys, you guys can create some stories. You guys can create some non-canon stories. All right. The main Neon epic universe.
It's all canon, bro.
I guess within Infinity, it is all canon.
Exactly.
You're right. Whoa. All right. It's all canon. Even you freaky furries can write some crazy shit, and somewhere it's happening. Then the last spaceman gets down with a freaky furry fox lady. Imagine that. Don't imagine it too long.
But it gives people freedom and then fun, and they can relate to the characters.
Wow.
And you start writing things. And
that's good. That's a very smart way to put it.
You create the world, and like they could create the scenarios if you're not like a storyteller per se.
I had to diverge from my ego for a second there. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's my world.
It's our world.
I mean, okay.
It's a neon world. A neon universe.
All right, guys. If you guys have a freaky gay fan fiction about the last spaceman, I suppose in some alternate reality that exists, I suppose.
No, you're missing. I don't think you're understanding. It's not like the stories they write will be in the Discord and stuff in the communities. Like they'll share it on message boards and things like that. Like,
right. I'm not going to put a poll. I'm not going to put a poll in the Discord that says, "All right, guys, whatever the audience says goes. Is the Neon Spaceman gay?" And have like a yes or no.
You still make the movies, but
you
give them the ability to create their own storylines just based off of the characters
that ultimately are canon.
Yeah,
ultimately are canon.
I'm really just trying to make it more like you have things to choose from, so you don't have like all this pressure to try to come up with stories for each individual person and the relationships between each individual person, and create each character and create the worlds and like.
I could harvest story ideas from the audience. Is that a good harvest?
Yeah.
Maybe you can use a different.
That has a little. It's a negative connotation, but yeah.
Woo!
You can collaborate. You can
Take me home tonight, guys. This is a good show, and I kind of like. I don't know if I'm taking too much criticism of myself by listening to other podcasts. Neon Cabin. Let me know in the chat. What do you guys think? I hear other creators that go live. They talk about how all the other creators, anyone else making money, you can just go be like them and just watch clips and read notes and blah blah blah. Am I thinking too hard about that?
Notes? What the hell?
What
the fuck does that mean? And read notes.
Notes are fine, but like.
Yeah, you need something to talk about sometimes. It's not bad to have notes.
Let me know. Chat GPT, guys. That's what I mean. Or like web page articles. Is that okay, guys? Reading web page articles in the chat? Let us know.
Fuck yeah.
Because the only reason I say that is because if someone's scouring YouTube for a new podcast to watch, and then they come across a page that has a big article on it, do they tune out? Or would they rather see two personalities talking to each other and shooting the shit? Is that more fun? Does that make you stay? Is an article look too boring?
Show.
Yeah.
No, because
but some new generation people are like goldfish.
We're not trying to be an aggregate for the news like some of these dudes I think you're talking about. Like these guys will go online, find articles because they talk about political stuff. So they just bring up the latest and greatest political news and they need articles to back them up. we dig into like esoteric information, and in order to back up what we're saying about certain things that people might look at us and go, you guys don't know what the hell you're talking about, we'll dive in to a certain thing and see, look, these symbols do play here. Alchemy isn't about turning lead to gold necessarily. It's about this.
Yeah.
And we back it up with the information. And we do a really good job of not necessarily just reading verbatim what it says. We talk about, we summarize like we say it in our own terms.
Yeah, maybe it's just it's a little more on me, you know. Maybe I can be a little more active, switching the big screen cameras. Might be all my fault.
I don't know what you're expecting. I don't know. What do you expect out of the stream?
I think I'm just being a little. I think I'm taking this moment to be hypercritical.
Yeah.
And just spill my mind about.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anything like, do articles look boring on stream? But maybe that's my fault. You know, maybe I could just.
If you're putting it up there expecting them to read it to themselves, and you're not opening up or introducing why you're even bringing in that article, you don't bring in articles as the topic of the thing. Like, you bring in articles to back up what you're talking about.
Proof.
You're already talking about something, and then it's like, here, look, check this out. This is what I'm talking about. Here's an example of what I'm talking about. Fox News says blah blah blah. And I'm just using Fox News because we were talking about journalists earlier. But like, you have to back up what you say, or else what the hell are these guys saying? How do they know? How do I know to trust them? How do I know to give them credibility? Especially because a lot of the people you listen to and we listen to that aren't just like entertainment people, like streamers who have articles per se, they are journalists.
Do I have to back up what I say?
Yeah, who's gonna listen to someone who's just talking shit?
We're connected.
You have to have some kind of truth. You can't just be lying. Nobody wants to hear somebody just coming up with bullshit.
There are no lies on this show.
Exactly, dude. I really don't think there's lies on this show. We're not lying to anybody.
Just believe us. You don't need the proof.
I might not be right, but it doesn't mean I'm lying. I'm not intentionally lying to anybody here ever on this show. I never have.
No.
100 and something plus episodes. We make jokes, and obviously me saying I'm not lying doesn't mean take everything I've said literally, but it means I'm not lying when it comes to being interested in alchemy. And we're not lying when we say it's not just about, I'm telling you, that's the most recent example I can think of is you tell people alchemy isn't really about turning lead to gold. They'll be like, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I hear it all the time. That's what it is. Science. It's one of those guys, they're doing science experiments trying to lead to gold. But they're missing the main story. Anyway, you need to show them proof, right. And they don't want to hear you if you can't prove that what you're saying holds any water, or else nobody wants to listen to you, dude. What you say is no longer interesting. If you're always wrong, nothing you say is interesting. And that's how you educate. Teachers refer to books and things. We're educated. During educational times, we refer to articles. But our show isn't about articles. It's not about looking into stuff necessarily. It's about what we're talking about, and then we use that to kind of... This is mainly it. This is the show, mainly, you and I.
I think the audience just needs to learn that I'm never wrong. And that you should just put as much faith in me as you give to the scientists. Because I come from a place of love, people. I'm not out here to hurt anyone. I'm endowed with love knowledge. Love and light knowledge. People, you're taking this for granted.
So you're never wrong? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, I did. I'm never wrong.
Gross. Gross.
I don't think I'm ever wrong. I think there's at least some truth. There's always some truth to what I have to say. I never say anything from a place of deceit or evil.
We're not lying. We're not lying. Doesn't mean you're not wrong.
I never lie.
Like, we're not lying.
I'm never wrong.
We don't lie. You never do the wrong thing. Morally,
True.
in your mind. But you could be wrong factually. You could think one thing and not be right. I think that's
not me.
Definitely. That's gross.
Anything?
Dude, that's so not true.
Why?
You've been wrong on this show. I'm sure if I listen to episodes, you'll be like, "Oh yeah, you're right," or "I'm wrong." Multiple
I
times
need
too
receipts
on the show alone. All right, I'll find some receipts, and I'll pop up what episodes, what timestamps. It's gonna have to. It's not gonna be that hard either.
Yeah. Next episode, Jason exposed. Next episode, Steven's gonna run an expose on my and try to maybe knock me off my high horse.
Yeah, put that weed down.
I think that might be what the people need.
Too high on your high horse right now.
I think that might be what the audience wants to see, is me get knocked off my high horse.
Yeah.
Might be entertaining.
Yeah, never wrong.
I don't think so. Not that I can recall.
Wow. Mm-mm. Never made a wrong turn. So silly. That's being wrong.
It's all God's plan.
Then say
it's not wrong. I can't be wrong.
I see what you mean. Existence is perfect. Okay, Jason.
I never said perfect. You said.
But if you're not wrong, it's perfect. No, never wrong is perfect.
Us have some pretty stinky poops sometimes. That is imperfect.
But that's not wrong.
Is that imperfect?
It's not wrong.
To have a stinky poop does not make you imperfect.
According to you, it's not wrong.
It's
correct.
Not?
Right. That's what I'm telling you.
Oh.
You're claiming perfection.
You said it, not me.
No, you're saying it. Never wrong means perfect.
I think people who are perfect are never wrong. But I do think people who are... I have no hair. That's I lost my hair at 19 years old. That is a lack of vitamin deficiency in my or something with my DNA.
So that's wrong.
Maybe it's perfect. Maybe I am perfect. Wow. Maybe. I mean, God made me. Why? I'm sorry. Okay, let me rewind, guys. Let me go back to. I think I've accessed the false Neon here for a second. Let me rewind a second. Hey guys, Neon J here. We truly know nothing as mankind. I truly know nothing. Wow, that was weird.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
That was weird, dude. I don't like that. I don't like
neon ego.
False ego neon. Jason.
Yeah, that was false.
Put a 2 in the chat if you guys like Neon Jason. Or ego. You like ego Jason Grassfed. Wow, okay. Shit, it felt funny. It felt weird being taken over by ego Jason. Oh,
it's funny.
Thanks for reeling me back in though, because that almost got crazy. How many fans?
Life is slippery. Life is slippery. Don't worry. I know.
How many people unsubscribed? Oh fuck.
We have 16 now. Yeah, we lost 2.
Shit.
Live. We lost 2 live.
All right. Maybe he'll come out when yeah. Not a good time for Ego. Maybe there's some place for him. Maybe we'll have another show on the Neon Network. Ego J can come out.
Yeah, Ego J.
Maybe on Fridays, Ego J comes out.
Fridays, Ego J.
Ego J episodes on Friday. Could
But
be interesting.
overall, I think the experience has been good though. Overall, it's been fun.
Yeah.
I like it. It is a little it could be disheartening though, having say like no listeners or whatever, but you know, everybody starts somewhere, right?
It's true.
Right?
It is.
Are we doing
It
the
is a
right? Are
little
we doing what
disheartening.
it takes to get listeners? And people, it's either we're just bad and people don't want to share our stuff because it's bad, or it's just hard to compete nowadays. There's so much stuff out there.
People want shout outs. We don't do enough shout outs. We need to be like, oh, shout out, Washer in the. Thank you for giving them the stream a like. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for donating. Thank you for sending a message to me. Woo!
Well, we don't get any. We don't get any of those, and when we do, we say we do.
We do.
We do say thank you. So
It's
we're
okay.
doing that right.
I do.
Yeah,
I think it's
but,
okay.
Everybody starts somewhere. You got to start somewhere. You do the damn thing, and
I'm running a
you
neon
find
campaign. Everyone, I'm gonna tell everyone about this episode. Check it out. Like it. It's a good episode. All right. Like the stream.
We're sharing our process
Subscribe
with you
us.
live.
Subscribe me, Daddy.
Isn't this the real rawness you guys want? This is the real rawness that the people want.
Real rawness.
This is real.
Ugh.
We have to, just stay confident.
Stay neon,
But we
brother.
also have to. We just got to find our people, because a lot
Exactly.
of guys, when they're talking about certain things, if you go to certain podcasts, it's an expert on something talking about that thing they're an expert on, right? And then people listen to them because they want to know that expert's opinion on blank. Joe Rogan happens to say, because he's number one, he collects experts and talks to them. So any ideas or fringe theories you want to know about, you can listen to Joe Rogan, search that type of stuff, listen to an expert on that topic. They don't need art, and even then they have articles from time to time, but he doesn't need articles because he's talking to experts. We're not experts on anything that we talk about. So that's why we do have to pull up things like videos and articles to show them, look, we may not be experts, quote unquote, on paper, and I didn't go to college for this shit, but I'm a lifelong learner. I just learn, I study things like this, not study in the traditional sense, write notes like you would think in school, but we say stuff and then we back it up and we're like, look, this is true. And then, or maybe, oh, this is what it means. And I also think it's fun to learn live with people, because then you're learning together. And now you actually know this information instead of just hearing it being sputtered out of some smart guy's mouth. We're actually learning actively together, breaking down concepts, making it digestible. So then when you leave an episode, you have an understanding of some of this pretty complex topics that you
Honestly,
don't probably get to talk about or understand otherwise.
Smart people are old news. Smart people
That's what
are
I'm
so
saying, dude.
boring now, right? Everyone's heard of a smart person talking on a podcast before.
And you're just going to get information regurgitated to you by some smart guy. But when you're here with us, you're literally learning with us. You're breaking it down, and now you understand what you just watched and learned. Like, it's a learning.
And
you
you
are
can
straight up
understand
learning.
We're real people. We're not just NPCs or part of the system.
It's possible for the everyday man to learn. You don't have to go to university or spend 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years doing this stuff. You could learn and hold your own. You have the ability to be intelligent. Just research under the neon light with us. Any topics you want to know more about, we can easily go into. Break it down. Talk about it. We can all learn together, bro. We can really come to enlighten ourselves. Isn't that what it's about? Isn't that what it's all about? Enlightening ourselves, like we just learned from the past episode of the alchemy episode.
Yes.
All about self, and you gotta enlighten yourself, and that's what this is here to do, dude.
Step 1 on enlightening
like
yourself is joining the Neon Popsicle Discord. It's
Join
not
the
step
community.
1, but it sure is a good a handicap. It's a good footstool there on enlightenment.
Let's see if anybody. I don't think
Neon
anybody. We
Popsicle
have one
Discord.
chat in Neon Popsicle. Oh, it's probably me. sending us a post. But somebody's got to. You guys hit us up in neon_popsicle on Instagram. We'll send you the Discord link.
Yeah, check
Post
it
the
out,
Discord link
guys.
here.
Yeah.
Post the Discord link here in the description of the episode.
Yeah.
Can you do that?
I think so. Let me copy that link here. I'm gonna show you guys. You guys can see on the screen here now. This is the Neon Popsicle Discord. If you guys ever get access before it gets vaulted, because all this positive information can't be leaked out to the public so freely, as we've learned from the Masons. You guys can come to the Neon Popsicle community. We have some text chats here. Text chat. You can see right here, we have a picture from one of our last episodes of a before and after lobotomy photo, which low-key makes me kind of want to get a lobotomy. Look how cool this motherfucker looks after he has the lobotomy. Looks like someone I'd more rather hang out with. Sign me up. Have the Neon J. He told us he's racial, not racist. That's cool. That's a very important distinction to make, guys. We are racial here on Neon Popsicle, but not racist.
We're not racist.
Highly racial, because race is important. Culture is important, but we're not racist. Episode links, drop things here. We can talk about it. What's going on in the news today? You know, pretty cool stuff here in the Neon Discord.
Companies trying to dim our skies. We talked about that on the podcast when we were back on Spotify years ago, how Bill Gates was trying to make the sun dimmer.
Yeah, we related it to
and now there's actual companies doing it.
The Matrix makes a reference to them blocking out the skies.
It was us who scorched the skies.
Morpheus. It
was
us. It was Gates. It was him. It was he. But then again, I am you as you are me as we are he. As we are all together. So, I am Bill Gates. Unfortunately, I have to love him too because he is me in that world. In that filter of circumstance.
Yeah, but immoral actions still deserve. You can be rightfully angry at something, like rightfully so, rightfully, defensively angry.
Wow. My human civilian mind agrees with you. But thinking about like what a master peaceful Zen Buddhist might say is it not really.
You have the
no
right
judgment.
to defend yourself.
You can defend yourself,
100%.
But
that's right. That's righteous anger. Righteous, rightfully so. If someone's going to attack you or hurt you or your family, you have the moral obligation and right to get angry and defend yourself. It's up to an equal capacity of how they like.
Wow, you do have the right to defend yourself.
To hurt you,
but
you don't want to over scromp them, though. You know what I mean? You don't want to like blow them away with a blowtorch if they're coming at you with fists. That's over skronking. That's not good.
You do want to defend yourself, but there is no place for anger.
Through force.
Force without anger. Through love, compassion, and force.
There's no place for anger through force. Or force through force at all. Of any kind. Through fear and punishment is immoral. It takes away free will. You can't act through force.
It's a negative.
You cannot initiate anger through force.
Both of those words sound negative.
Anger. Yeah. Anger is okay, though. Anger is okay to keep you alive. Anger can keep you alive.
You could live without it. Separate yourself.
Depends. It depends.
Lose the ego.
It depends on your circumstance.
What do the Buddhists say? You must
I think environment dictates. I guess that's what they say. Like the environment shouldn't dictate the inside. But I do think righteous anger is justified.
And why do I think that Master Zen Buddhists know everything?
I think Master Zen Buddhists even know you could be angry. It's just about you don't take it out on anybody. You don't treat people badly.
You know,
but they too
that reminds me.
They're also like martial artists. These Shaolin martial artists are like Zen Buddhists. Doesn't mean they don't fight.
That reminds me of a story I heard about the Dalai Lama. Supposedly this enlightened being. You know? Free of any desire of harm, of any anger, of
Suck my tongue guy? The same guy?
Was it the Dalai Lama? Or was it who's the other one? Who's the one that said be here now?
Buddha?
No.
Confucius?
I swear, if you look it up, it'll tell you. It's a guy that they related to. Yeah. Was it him?
Ram Dass.
Ram Dass. There you go.
Yeah.
Was it Ram Dass? I don't know. It's someone. I think it might have been the Dalai Lama.
The phrase "be here now" it says was made popular by the spiritual teacher Ram Dass.
Okay, maybe "be here now" had nothing to do with it. That had nothing to do with the story. I just thought Ram Dass was this person. It might have been the Dalai Lama. It might have been Suck My Tongue guy. But hear me out. Supposedly a spiritually enlightened being. There's a story where there's a fly that flies around his face and he swats it away. And then the fly comes back into his face. And it bugs him again. He just swats it away. Like, kindly pushes it out of the way. And the fly came back a third time. And the Dalai Lama went and fucking killed the fly. And in that there lied the lesson that even the Dalai Lama only gives you 3 chances. So there is anger, even within the Dalai Lama. There is a limit. You can frustrate him. There is a place for anger. I think that you can't erase it completely. Perhaps you just have to deal with it. It's how you deal with it.
I mean, low-key, that was a little immoral to kill the fly. But, it's neither here nor there. But
it's the lesson. Even the most pure have a breaking point.
Right.
Thank you guys for watching today. We're still going all night. I'm just going to enter the Neon Cabin. Not all night, Steven. I'm sorry. We're not going to keep you guys here all night. Maybe in the future we can do a 24-hour stream.
Yes, we can do that in our future of the show. I'm down for that.
How about when we get 1,000 subscribers, guys? We're gonna hit you with a 24-hour.
Yeah.
Big numbers. Yeah, entering the Neon Cabin. Do you have anything to say to the Neon people? Do you have any... I know you're always full of words of wisdom. You're always pondering about, what's going on with this life.
Things. Yeah. Well,
I'll respond after I hit. I don't want to put you on the spot, but...
No. I've just been... So I've been thinking a lot about how some of the information we go into can be really, really heady. And it does make me think how and why the elite people in charge of this information back then didn't just let any of the uninitiated know this stuff, because I really do believe that it could drive the common man crazy at that time. And there's so much symbolism and things now going on all around us at all times. It's like, and once you're aware of some of this stuff, it becomes almost it can become overwhelming.
It's driving me a little crazy.
Shit, I wish I wouldn't have even dived in to this world, because it is so deep and it never ends, and it's so old you'll never get to the root of it.
And it's deep.
Quote unquote never. And I'm sure there's people and scholars who have, but I'm not going to dedicate my time. You almost have to commit yourself to one lane of this whole chapter of all this stuff to get like the most out of it all, or any of it.
Yeah.
Like the compass and the G and the compass and the square,
The G
like
compass.
the compass and the G and
The
the ruler,
Freemasons.
what it represents, yeah, what that means, what it means if this is
Yeah.
through here, like the black and white represents base mentality, the ladder represents climbing up. Enlighten. You see these paintings of this black and white checkerboard, two pillars, a ladder going
Steven,
up
Steven, you're
into
going
the
crazy.
sun. It's like you see all these things, and you see all these symbols everywhere, and you hear Jacob's ladder, and you see the number 23, and you hear gematria. You hear all this stuff, but the common man just doesn't have time for it. They don't think about it. They don't think to even think about it. It's not interesting to them. Why would I? But that information truly is the heart of where all the culture and the ways of life are, and where they came from. Dude, secret societies rule the world. I don't care what you say. That's the truth.
Why wouldn't they?
Elites are in charge. They know things you don't. And that's the only thing that keeps them in power, is a knowledge differential. They know things you don't. All right. And we're trying to expose some of this stuff, dude. It really does, as overwhelming as it can be, it is also the way out. The only way out is through, bro. You have to understand these symbols to know how to break free from their chains. So you know when they're using them for mind control. You have to be sensitive to the information, or else you're adults.
Sorry.
You know?
Yeah.
So that's a lot of what I've been thinking about, but there's just symbolism everywhere.
Yeah, I kind of feel like it drives me a little crazy. I can't help but
you got to create your own. That's why we create our. I mean, colors mean things, dude. These colors are intentional. I picked there. The neon popsicle colors. These are perfect colors.
They're perfect.
The chakra,
colors.
the throat chakra, the love chakra.
You know where? You know the color. The pink color that we have is sort of like a. What would you? Kind of looks like a magenta, right? Of sorts.
Yeah.
You know that color, magenta. Or purple. Is it purple or magenta? I heard it comes from outer space. There's stories that it didn't exist on Earth before.
Yeah, they say
something.
Purple doesn't technically exist.
Right.
It's technically like a shade of green or something that your brain has
right,
to reconfigure.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I heard that. That's so weird.
Magenta came
So I know what you're saying. There's a theory that magenta.
Yeah.
I heard a theory that magenta is actually a primary color. Because no one can you can't actually ever recreate true magenta by mixing colors. You can try and try and try, but you'll never actually make magenta. Just like deep yellow, like cyan blue, this deep yellow and magenta. They're, I think, tertiary, I guess they call those.
Uh-huh.
But there's an argument that you cannot make magenta.
That's right.
I don't know. Let me try to find some reels that say that. The color doesn't exist. Magenta doesn't exist. Wow. Here we go. Look, here we go. Let me stream this. Yeah, they're going to attempt to make magenta here.
But in that thinking, isn't green not a real color then? If it's just a mix of blue and yellow?
No, because that's a color you make. You can make magenta.
You can't make magenta from
but you'll
blue
see
and
what
red?
I mean. No,
okay, let's watch. Let's watch. I'll watch it.
You'll see what I mean by you can't make magenta. Perfect magenta.
I'm jumping the dick right now. me turn this up.
Same cadmium red medium and a different blue, ultramarine. I had a couple comments last time saying that I mixed too much blue in to begin with. So for this experiment, I decided to go very slowly and mix super small amounts of that ultramarine blue into our red at a time. This way, we'll really be able to micro refine this color to try and match magenta as best as physically possible. And if this
It's not going to work. You can't do it.
Are able to match this magenta using small increments of color like this,
yeah,
will
I think
allow
so.
us to see the exact moment where.
Well, how do you make it though? How did they get that?
Here, where it started to feel like we were getting pretty close. Like any second now, I would mix just the perfect amount more of ultramarine blue in, and we'd be there. Exit the magenta color family all together and go right into more of a brownish purple color. I will say we did get more of an actual purple undertone from this mixture than we did magenta, like some of y'all say in my comments. I don't think this is the right combo for it still, but like
okay.
What?
Here, hold on.
Where's Miss Frizzle when you need her?
Yeah, where's Miss Frizzle when you need her? Anyway, yeah, you get the idea. There's no purple light. Maybe that's why, because magenta's a shade of purple.
Well, it's part of the neon popsicle color too, guys. Get used to it.
It is. It is. Oh, boy. But yeah, anyway, symbols.
Magenta is also a boy on Blue's Clues.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
Magenta's a boy and Blue's a girl.
Oh, that's gay.
That's lore. That's canon.
That is canon.
That's canon. And Steve.
No, magenta's a girl, dude.
What?
Magenta's a girl.
Oh, so they're just like lesbian friends? Blue and magenta? I thought they always had like a little love connection.
No, they're just homies.
Blue and magenta. You guys never thought that? Like Blue was like the perfect girl for magenta?
I was mad when I learned Blue was a girl. That's what pissed me off the most.
I wanted to be Blue, so the fact that Blue was a girl is a kind of a buzzkill. But it's 2025 now, so I'm feeling a little blue, if you know what I mean. I'm kidding, people.
Yeah.
It's not a choice. I get it.
Oh my gosh.
Next episode, we are going to perform a seance to resurrect the ancient Babadook. I'm kidding. No seances here on the Popsicle. This is a seance-free zone. We don't mess with the dark arts,
no.
the false neon. We don't touch any of that, okay? We're all about spreading light, love, and positivity. Let me see.
Like you're not the only one who thinks.
So,
what?
This isn't what I want.
Moving on now to the next big topic of the month.
Blue's Clues to the lesbian. I meant to open this image.
Look at them. Oh God.
They're dogs, guys. God damn it! Leave them alone. You guys are.
They're
cartoons.
cartoons.
Everything. I know. It's so funny.
I thought when I was a kid that they were in a relationship. When I was a kid, I didn't know that relationship meant doing any of that. I just thought they held hands and went to the park with each other.
We're just friends, dude. Girls do that shit all the time.
You hold hands with girls and you give them hugs.
Girls hold each other's
Maybe a
hands.
kiss. Maybe.
They've always done that. The girls have always done that. Always held hands together. Go to the bathroom together. They do that shit. Girls love to do that shit.
Wow.
Play with each other's titties. They do that shit.
I have some pretty hot neon takes, but I don't think YouTube's ready for them. I might have to tell you off the air. Join the Discord, guys, if you want to hear Dion J's hot takes on lesbian culture.
You remember Tourette's guy?
I remember watching videos of him, but I don't know what he looks like.
You were very young.
Yeah, it's faint.
Let me see if I can pop some up. But see, that's where I got that line, playing with titties. Playing with your titties all day. He says that to his wife or something. You've just been sitting at home playing with your titties all day. And then she like gets pissed at him and throws like a bowl of cereal at him or something.
Is that what girls do?
That's what he says. Oh man. He faked his death online according to a Reddit thread. Wow. Where's the Tourette's guy videos? Where can I find them?
Can you tell I've been mogging?
Let me see. Wow. Mog maxing, I think. See if I can find his videos. Oh boy, I don't know if I want to go here.
Is mog maxing just like mogging as much as you can?
Yeah, dude.
When does anyone like
Mog max.
half-ass mog? Like you
Dude,
always
this
got a
is-
full
you
mog.
can-
You always got a
No,
mog
no,
max.
mog. You can full mog, but mog maxing is that's like maximum mog.
Oh my god. I'm catching up, guys. I've been practicing the mog. I'm not a master yet, alright? Give me
Man,
some
I
time.
really want to find these videos, bro. Where can I find them? Where can I find? I need to find these videos.
Hopefully not the
I need
videos
to
of me
find-
at the Christmas party last year.
Tourette's guy. Give me Tourette's guy.
Tourette's guy, that's right. I almost forgot too.
Give it to me.
Uh-huh. All the girls say I'm pretty fly for a bald guy. We're two bald
Come
brothers
on.
in the podcast. Spewing the truth,
need to
coming
find
to
them.
you. Two bald brothers in the podcast. Neon Popsicle. Sucking on truth.
Oh, here.
Deep throating truth like a popsicle.
Here's one. Maybe we'll find more on TikTok. Here.
Clock back an hour.
Oh, hell yeah.
I had to turn on my clock back an hour. By the time I got the last clock, my ass turned to jello. Fuck! Damn it! The hell is that shit? You hear that shit? Someone go find out where the fucking noise is coming from.
So funny, bro.
Wow.
Why? I don't know. When I was a kid, hilarious.
Wow.
So
It is.
dumb.
It's pretty funny. Now, was his Tourette's real?
Oh, this one. I don't think so.
Right? Is that a character? Oh,
Shitload of mashed potatoes day? Huh? What is this?
he flies back in his seat.
I'm not gonna be able to come tonight. I just blew a wad of Ralph's. I'm not
Dumb. That's not even funny.
I just
didn't
blew a
see
wad
that
of
one.
Ralph's.
Yeah.
Well, Tourette's guy
Man,
is
people don't understand.
a classic.
Yeah, anyway. You had to
symbol
be
of the
there.
internet.
You had to be there. It was E-Bombs world, baby. It was like the days.
He's like
I
he's
want to
like
see what E-Bombs is.
he's like Days on Day fucking level of internet right there.
Where is... Look, I'm on E-Bombs world. How funny.
Chocolate Rain.
I guess. I
You-
guess you can't really search. How do you can't really like search on here anymore. Video jokes, videos.
Read me an E-Bombs joke after this.
On an E-Bombs joke.
Yeah, make me laugh, E-Bombs. Whoa. Whoa. Is this the kind of shit we find on E-Bombs? Oh, Steven.
Sorry, I love fights.
Steven.
Um,
Jokes, please.
jokes. What happens when lesbians have sex? Wait.
Blue's Clues.
Oh, Jason.
What?
Featured 14 years ago. This was published 14 years ago. I don't want to read this. It's too long.
Wow. If you click Internet Classics up there,
Did I?
can you?
Where?
It's like a
Yeah,
top.
here. Internet classics. Milk and cereal.
No, that one haunted me as a child.
Remember? Let's see. Oh, remember this one? This one. scared me a
Yes.
little bit.
Oh, Steven, we have to tell. We have to. I'm gonna expose you one day on Popsicle.
Don't.
It's gonna have to be. If
Don't. Don't.
so remember Space People?
Ghosts. Remember these? These are scary when I was a kid.
Yes.
Urban Legends. The
I'm gonna-
Ghost. Oh, remember Rubber Johnny?
Guys, join the Discord. If you're not part of the Discord, we're gonna be watching E-Bombs World clips after the show. I want to watch
Yeah,
Space
dude.
People. I want to watch
Yeah.
Urban Legends scary stories. I want to watch some. I want to visit the past. I want to go there.
Let's do it. Let's
Join
do
the
it.
Discord and hang out with us. E-Bombs World. We should shoot some DMs out. I'm gonna shoot some DMs out. Come to the Discord, people. After the show, I can't.
We'll drop.
I'm
the
on a
links in our
show,
Discord.
Jason.
People can do them on their own time.
Wow. The E-Bombs Discord.
We'll drop the links. Links.
Definitely. There's games
Wow.
too. Remember the games?
Games. Flash games. Here they are. Here they are, all of them. We have to get into them. We'll get into them later.
We'll get into it later.
We're doing it,
people.
dude. We're doing it, dude. All right. Stop streaming my screen. Well, anyway,
Yeah.
appreciate you guys listening and planning the future here of the show with us. Thank you for listening to the show and sharing the show. We love doing this. I like doing it. I like learning actively, like I said, with you guys. So you actually are able to leave the show knowing something, not just hearing facts reverberated and blabbed at you. You know, I don't think there's any value there. You really are actively learning and lighting up your path with the neon light every time you listen. So appreciate y'all uniting under the neon light. Got anything else to say?
Well, let's see here. If we take a look here, I'll on full screen my side so that we can see in the YouTube chat. It might be a little lag here between the video, but let's see. We've been going almost for about an hour and a half. We can see if there's any members of the Neon community in the waiting room here. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like we have any members in waiting tonight. If there was, maybe we can go another 30 minutes, bringing in people to talk to.
Yep.
Maybe like the last 30 minutes of our show, we can bring in some people to chat with, some viewers, some hosts. If you guys want to be on the show,
also too,
talk about
like-
E-Bombs World, or whatever we're on. At the end of the show is kind of like where we get into the chill mode, where we're really just hanging out. We've gotten all our neon juices out. We're hanging out. I think that'd be a perfect time to pull in some guests. If there's no guests, we end the show. No harm, no foul. But
maybe during the topics too we're looking up, we can look into our neon waiting room and bring people in and say, hey, do you guys know of anything
Yes.
about this topic that we're talking about tonight? Or do you guys have any questions or comments about,
yeah, if you're
at the
in
same
the
time,
Discord,
not just at the end, but yeah.
we'll reach out definitely. We'll ask you. We'll tell you what we're going to talk about. You can ask us what the topics are. If there's a topic you want to talk about, let us know. We'll talk about it. We'll bring you up. Get your expertise, your infinite neon knowledge on the subject.
Exactly.
But yeah, it looks like no one's really waiting tonight. It looks like it's kind of a dead night in the Neon Discord, but hopefully we start to spread this light and you know,
Keep
we'll
sharing
get
it with
into-
your friends,
I
guys.
kind of want to go for like an hour and 30 minutes. We have like 5 minutes left. Do you want to look at something? You want to play back a video? Do you have any? I mean, it's tough, people. Putting on a show every night for an hour and a half to 2 hours is it's no easy feat. Shut up, Jason.
I definitely always have some good. Yeah, shut up, Jason. No one cares about how hard it is.
Shut up, Jason. It looks fucking easy. Look at you.
Yeah, what are you even doing? Like,
Whatever. All right, guys. All right, guys.
let me look. Let me look through my reels. I'm sure something fun will come up. It always does.
Maybe no. Hopefully, no violence. I don't know. I don't know how YouTube does with violence, but you know.
With violence.
Yeah, no violence.
I mean-
no people getting knocked out. And
I mean,
hitting-
the
hitting
reels
concrete.
themselves have freaking hundreds of thousands of likes. Why wouldn't it? Why would it
I don't
stop
know. It's something about live streaming. Okay, maybe we can
But they
because
can
we're not
post a reel?
monetized
You
yet.
see what I?
Maybe because we're not
No,
monetized yet, we can.
And our stuff isn't monetized by YouTube. It's monetized by our subscribers, by our supporters. We're not looking for advertisers. We're looking for donations and supporters and
Those
support
go through
from our.
YouTube.
So, yeah, but they do it. YouTube doesn't.
They can
Companies don't
demonetize
do it.
that.
It's like
They can take your donos away if you have a body cam
see.
video on your stream.
I
You can get
see.
1,000 donos that episode. None of it goes to you if you get struck, copyright stricken, or taken down. But I don't know. Maybe we can because we're not monetized at the moment. I don't know. Does that matter, guys? Put a 2 in the chat. I don't know.
birds. I love birds. What do you think about birds?
I like birds. I have a few.
You
I have
bird
like
guy?
3 birds. 3 birds in my house. Yep. Doves. Sing every morning. They go. Cuckoo. Wow.
Here. Well, I don't even know what to watch. You put something on.
It's okay, guys. Let's see.
You send me a link. I was gonna put some on, but now
Okay.
now you got me thinking.
Okay.
Demonetized. I don't give a shit, man. They're not gonna demonetize us. People donate. There's crazier shit people donate to, and
Okay.
people make money on their stuff. I'm not even looking for money. We gotta build community first, bro.
All right.
And,
let's see.
I don't think that's stopping us. I think it's just not enough people are seeing it yet. And I guess if you're trying to get into an algorithm, then we have to self-censor, and I'm not even interested in doing that.
How do I? We have to self-censor a little bit for donos.
It'll never happen, dude. You don't have to self-censor like that.
No, because I don't
donos.
think anything that is non-monetizable. Man, I have okay, I have like Instagram videos, but I don't know how to send them from here to the Discord. Maybe.
You just have to share and then copy link and then send it to
All right, let's
Discord
see.
on your phone. Then I can open it.
You're right. Copy link. Discord. Join the Discord, people. We can see all of Jason's memes here. Posting it in the Neon Night community.
Should be in links for episode links, but you know, that's cool too.
Oh, I guess. I don't know if that even opens anything. I'll go through some other ones I sent you.
This opens
Oh, no,
it
I
opens
sent-
something.
Oh, I don't know. I like this one. I'll send this one too.
I am your friend. I'm here to help. Don't you run.
Yeah, that's what Master Chief looks like under his helmet.
That's perfect. That's absolutely. I hope so much that is exactly what Master Chief looks like.
Super American, dude.
Here's another one. You can open that one too.
Oh boy. Are you the horse of truth and affirmation? The horse of lies and deceit.
Yes, I am. He's like,
He's
yup,
just lying and being deceitful.
I am.
That's me. Yup. Just overselling it.
How will you ever know if
You
you're
wouldn't.
actually talking to the horse of truth, or if it's the horse of
Yeah,
deceit?
I'd be like, he is very enthusiastic about that. Maybe he's just very proud.
Maybe he's so truthful, but how do you know? You can never tell.
You'd
That's
never
the same.
be able to
That's
tell.
the same issue I have with like the Bible. Oh,
Okay.
the Book of Truth, the book that was actually made with removing hundreds of stories and adding a bunch of things to deceive you. Yep. Is this the truth?
Yeah.
Yep, it is. Nothing but the truth.
Yeah, King James knows the most of it.
Damn.
It's the most true. King
Alright, Let me
James.
see if there's any. I'll send you another one here. God, no. Are George Floyd memes funny yet?
They're not monetizable. But yeah, they're funny.
All right. Let's see. I sent.
I don't know, Jerry Seinfeld. What do you think? God, the hell?
What's the deal with airline food? All right.
Neon
All right.
Popsicle is cutting edge. We've always been cutting
Oh,
edge.
okay.
We don't care about that stuff.
Body cam footage. There's some things that are. I mean, you can
it's
watch
never-
it. Maybe there's another show on the network that can show body cam footage and like murder and
Murder? I'm not watching murder.
isn't
I don't wanna show
that the
murder.
body cam footage you watch?
No, it's not murder.
When I watched body cam footage back in the day, when I went to sleep, I used to go to sleep and put on body cam footage, and I used to put on sometimes it's like police body cam footage.
Yeah, but not mine. They're
It's
just like
weirdly
people
soothing.
fighting with the cops. Like
That's
she
fine.
doesn't want
That's
to leave
fine.
the store.
You could do that. That's
But
fine.
the cops
Okay.
are like making her leave the store,
I was
and like she's
projecting.
fighting them, and like they put her on the floor, maybe. But like, there's no death or shooting.
Steven.
I'm not gonna show that shit.
Steven,
That's algorithm. That's Instagram algorithm
Steven.
exclusive stuff, bro. You don't share that
Steven.
stuff on the cast.
Steven, I was projecting my personal body cam footage feed onto your body cam footage feed.
Okay.
That's
no.
I thought.
you.
Okay, when I hear body cam,
No.
I think something completely different.
Dark web
Okay.
body cam. Jeez. No.
Thank you.
No.
Thank
like
you.
entitled rich girl driving body cams. Like
Thank you. Okay. Yes, that is the That's. Thank you.
that's what I'm into.
Sorry.
The other ones I can't look away. Those are Instagram Reel exclusive algorithms. Okay, that's no one gets into that. That's not for that's for my eyes only. Let me see here. I do have I love that frickin' Jordan Peterson Cope video.
That's a crazy one. That was trippy.
It was, and we barely got through it. All right, well, the next time we come on here, I think we should finish off the cosmic abandonment as to not leave people hanging,
Oh, I like that.
because we have a couple parts of that, and I think we should make that a playlist also on our channel. Anytime we do like So we have a playlist. So it's those 4 episodes will be that presentation. You know what I mean?
I do, yeah.
I think we should do that also.
That's neat.
Like certain topics, like the alchemy. If we'd have certain, you know,
The
you
alchemical
get the point.
playlist.
If we end up doing another presentation, we'll group them like that too, so they can watch them and do that. That'll be cool. I think we should do that though next time. Cosmic Abandonment. Finish that up.
I was about to send more videos, but we have hit an hour and 30 minutes, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to Neon Popsicle. It's been a hell of a ride. Tell your friends. I'm going to share this episode. It's been a good one in my eyes. I had a good time.
Please share. Keep sharing.
Did you guys like Ego Jason? Should he come back? I don't know. You tell me.
Ego Jason's scary.
Good night, Ego Jason. Put a few shots into me on come Friday night, guys, and maybe Ego Jason will come back. Until next time.
Neon Brothers out.